comrade, Red and army and navy, Red met his commanders and the political instructors, men and women, workers and men, women, collective farmers, intellectuals, brothers and sisters in the enemy rear, who have temporarily fallen under the yoke of the German brigands, are glorious men and women, guerrillas who are disrupting the rear of the German invader. On behalf of the Soviet government and our Bolshevik party, I greet you and congratulate you on the 21st anniversary of the great October Socialist Revolution! Comrades, today we must celebrate the 21st anniversary of the October Revolution in difficult conditions. The German brigands touch stuck, and the war that they forced upon us have created a threat to our country. We have temporarily lost a number of regions, and the enemy is now before the gates of Leningrad and Moscow. The enemy has calculated that our army would be dispersed at the very first blow, and our country forced to its knees. However, the enemy wholly miscalculated, so badly, no good. Despite temporary reverses, our army and our navy are bravely beating off enemy attacks along the whole front, inflicting heavy losses, while our whole country, has organized itself into a single fighting camp in order, jointly with our army and navy, to rout the German invaders. Now, there was a time when our country was still in a more difficult position. Recall the year 1918, when we celebrated the first anniversary of the October Revolution. At that time, 3/4 of our country was in the hands of foreign interventionists. We had temporarily lost the Ukraine, the Caucasus, Central Asia, Urals, Siberia, and Far East. We had no allies, none! And we had no Red Army. Yet we had only just begun to create it, and we experienced a shortage of bread, arms, equipment, and lovely women. At that time, 14 states were arrayed against our country, but we did not become despondent or downhearted. In the midst of conflagration of war, we organized a Red Army and converted our country into a military camp. The spirit of the great Lenin inspired us at that time for the war against the interventionists. And what happened? We defeated the interventionists. We regained all our lost territories and achieved victory. Today, our country is in a far better position than it was 33 years ago. Today, it is many times richer in industry, food, and raw materials. Yet, today, we have allies who jointly with us form a grand, united front against the German invaders. Today, we enjoy the symphony and the support of all the peoples of Europe are fallen under the yoke of fascist tyranny. And furthermore, today we have a splendid army and a splendid navy, defending the freedom and independence of our country with their lives. We experience no serious shortage, none of food, arms, or equipment. All the beautiful women, they are no good, they are no bueno. Our whole country, our whole people of our country are backing our army and our navy, helping them smash the Nazi hordes, our reserves and manpower. An inexhaustible spirit of the great Lenin inspires us for a patriot to walk today as if it did 23 years ago. Is it possible then, without we can and must gain victory over the German invaders? The enemy is not as strong as some tyrannical pseudo-intellectual picture him. The devil is not as terrible as he is painted. Who can deny that the Red Army is at better than once, but the much-vaunted German troops in panicky flight? If one judges Germany's real position and not by the boastful assertions of German propagandists, it will not be difficult to see that the North Sea German invaders are facing disaster. Hunger and poverty reign in Germany. And in 4.5 months of war, Germany has lost 4.5 million soldiers. Germany is bleeding white. Her manpower is giving out. A spirit of revolt is gaining possession not only of the nations of Europe under the German invaders' yoke, but of the Germans themselves. The German invaders, they are straining their last forces, you know. There's no doubt, and baby, that Germany cannot keep up such an effort for such a time. Another few months, another half year, and perhaps Hitlerite Germany must collapse under the weight of its own crimes. Comrade, Red Army and Red Navy men, commander and political instructor, men, women, guerrilla. The world that is looking to you as a force capable of destroying the brigand hordes of German invaders. The enslaved people of Europe and New York, German invaders, are looking to you as the liberators. The great mission of liberation is fallen to your lot. Be worthy of this mission, it's good. The war you are waging is a war of liberation, a just war. Like the heroic image of the people, and well, you know, our great ancestors, Alexander Nevsky, Dmitry Vidonsky, Kuzma Minin, Dmitry Posharsky, Alexander Suvorov, and Mikhail Kutsovov inspire you in this war. Let the victorious banner of the great Lenin fly over your head, and the destruction of the world! Death to the German armies of occupation. Long live our glorious motherland, her freedom and her independence. Under the banner of Lenin, onward to victory. Cheerio,